Stop what you're doing for a moment. This is not an ordinary message passing through your screen. This is a planned, important, and deeply divine interruption. Right now, these words are going from the deepest part of my heart to the deepest part of yours. I am the Lord your God. I made everything and is the one who breathed life into you. I have stepped into the middle of your busy day. And all the things that could be bothering you today because I don't want you to miss this divine meeting. You have been looking for answers. You've been thinking and wondering for hours on end. In the quiet of your room, you've cried out. As anyone in this huge universe really hearing the pain I carry, you've looked up to the sky and wondered if your prayers were just going back to you unanswered. It's me telling you this right now and I hear you. I've always heard you and I won't let you miss the answer. I work hard to get ready for this moment. Do not ignore these words, my dear child. In them is the plan for a big change that is about to happen in your life. They are heavy like eternity. Don't walk away just yet. If you let something else or your mind wander, you might miss the sign you've been asking me to send. You could refuse to make the progress you've been pleading for in your family, your finances, your health, or your thoughts. This word isn't for everyone. This isn't a message for a large group of people. This message was meant to be sent directly and personally to you. You've been in my eyes since the beginning of time. My mother knew your name before you were even formed in her womb. And I will make sure that this living word reaches the deepest parts of your tired heart. I know every hard battle you have had to go through in silence. My precious child, I remember the nights when you wiped your tears away quickly because you didn't want anyone to see how much pain you were in. I know how hard it's been for you to hide, how hurt you are from people who always expect you to be strong. I remember how painful it was to wake up in the morning and stare at the ceiling, feeling like a huge weight was pressing down on your chest, making it hard to breathe. You had to push yourself to get out of bed and take another step forward. Even though you didn't feel like you had any strength left in you, while you practiced your fake smile in front of the mirror, I saw you stand there with tired eyes and splash water on your face. I wanted no one to know what was going on inside. It looked like everything was okay when you left your house and went about your busy day, but your soul was quietly pleading for help. You were only holding on by the thinnest of threads at times. The whole thing made you feel tired. You said prayers in a whisper that didn't sound strong. It was hard to pray because you were tired and you wondered if heaven would not hear them. You convinced yourself that I must be more worried about other things than your hurt heart. You asked me if I was too busy with the universe to care about your money problems, broken relationships, or the anxiety that you feel every day. But listen to me now with the power of heaven. I heard every whisper. Every sigh you let out while you were driving, standing in the shower, or lying awake in the dark touched my heart. You've never been forgotten. I have never been able to hide you from me and I will never forget you. The only reason you are reading or hearing these words right now is because I chose to bring you here. I planned out your day, the times you were supposed to be there and the order in which you walked so that we could meet. I set this time aside because I'm ready to confirm what you've been feeling in your spirit for the past few weeks. It was not in vain that you went through this season of waiting, struggling, pushing forward, and sticking with things. Pay close attention. Do not ignore this word. Don't let the noise around you take your attention away. The enemy wants to take this seed of hope from you by making you think this is just another online message. Stay here. Listen to me. There is the answer you have been waiting for years in this message. Open the doors you have kept closed around your heart. You asked me not long ago when you were angry if all your hard work would ever matter. When you thought about all the things you were giving up and the work you were putting in, you wondered if your patience would ever pay off. Your question was whether your resolve, your patience, and your refusal to give up would finally lead you to a victory you could see. When you stayed in one place, you wondered if you were getting too tired to move. Pay close attention and let this truth sink deep into your being. Finally, you've arrived. And now I'm going to tell you what I've been planning behind the scenes. My child, pay close attention to these words today. You did it at last. I knew from the start that you would reach a certain level of spiritual and emotional growth. You went through strong storms that were meant to break you, overwhelm you, leave you with nothing, and silence your voice for good. You didn't fall apart, though. Even though you were hurt, shook, and cried, you did not break. Even though everything around you, and sometimes even your own troubling thoughts told you to give up, stop fighting, and walk away, you wouldn't. You didn't let go when people stopped being there for you. You kept going one step at a time. Even though your body, mind, and spirit were all worn out. You were in the middle of a very hot fire. Even though it burned away things and people you thought you couldn't live without, you came out of it stronger, cleaner, smarter, and more determined than when you went in. Right now is not a coincidence. It's not just luck or a matter of chance. In exchange for your patience, hard work, and determination to keep going, you got this reward. And I, who made you, your Father, your God, am very proud of you. I know there were times when you thought I was punishing you because of everything going on around you. It seemed like every time something went wrong, unexpected bills, sudden illnesses, and broken relationships, I was mad at you. You thought someone was cursed against you. You thought your pain was caused by mistakes you made in the past. But I'm telling you the truth today. Every hard thing you went through changed you. Every door I shut in front of you was an act of love to keep you safe and away from places that would have disturbed your peace and harmed the future I had planned for you. Every painful delay that made you angry and confused was a part of how I prepared. I never did anything bad to you. I've always been with you. I was giving you a deep strength that no one, not even an enemy, not even a broken heart, not even a false accusation, or not having enough money, could ever take away. I taught you how to stay strong even when everything around you seemed unstable. I shaped you like a skilled potter shapes clay. I wasn't putting you down to get rid of you so that your strength of endurance could be seen clearly. I was getting rid of your hidden weaknesses, your insecurity, and your need for other people's approval. Everything you went through was worth it. Not a single moment of your pain was pointless. That fire made me stronger. Now, because you kept going, because you stayed true in the dark, you're ready for the big blessing that's about to come your way. Please take a moment to think. You can change how you see the painful path you've been on by looking back at it. You thought no one cared, but I cared a lot more than you think. I held you close when you felt like you had been forgotten, left all by yourself. I was carrying you when you were at your weakest and the weight of your responsibilities almost knocked you down. Every night when I was alone, I was there even though your pain made it hard for you to see me. And your every quiet prayer and groan was heard, written down, and answered. Even if it seemed like the answer was a long way off, but things have changed now. Your life is going through a spiritual change. There is a change in the direction of the wind. There you are at the top of this tough mountain. I'm so happy to tell you that you made it. You kept going. You stayed true to me even when it seemed impossible. It would have been easier and more logical for you to give up hope when you were feeling down. You did it at last. The blessing I promised is now about to happen right in front of your eyes. Speaking directly to your spirit means that you can feel chains starting to fall off your mind as you hear these words. Amen. Out loud and put your faith in these words right now. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. Please pay close attention. My beloved child, clear your mind of the noise around you because I'm about to walk with you through the hard path you've been on for years. When we go back in time together, I'll show you that my footprints were right next to yours and sometimes carried yours. Each and every step, you've been carrying a heavy load that you didn't ask for or want. People you trusted completely have let you down and hurt you deeply. People who touched your heart. People you would have given up a lot for. Your hopes have been raised and then dashed over and over again, leaving you with disappointment after disappointment. During those painful times, you looked up to heaven and wondered if I had left you. You asked me if I had blessed everyone else but you, while leaving you behind. I never left you though, in the least. Not for a second. I was there in places you couldn't see, keeping an eye on your life and protecting you from spiritual battles you couldn't see. I pushed back attacks you completely forgot existed. Even when you thought I wasn't listening, every desperate prayer you whispered to yourself in private, in the shower, in your car, or while you couldn't sleep rose like a pleasant scent before my throne. I didn't miss a single one of them. I saw you cry out, Lord, why is this happening to me every time you fell to your knees on the floor? Why am I going through this? What did I do wrong? Why are things not changing already? From your point of view, it seemed like my answers were painfully late, and it seemed like heaven wasn't responding. But I was listening the whole time. I was also working hard behind the scenes for you, setting up things in the world you can't see that are now moving toward your visible reality. I know how it feels when someone you thought would never leave suddenly does. I saw friends drop out when you needed them the most and there was nothing you could give them in return. People you loved who didn't stand up for you, who took your love for granted and who took what you gave them and then pushed you away. I heard voices that used to be nice and cheer you up, but now they were mean and filled your life with doubt, criticism, and rumors. I saw the deep wound they're leaving left in your heart, my precious and strong child. I saw you looking at yourself in the mirror and thinking about how flawed you are and how valuable you are. You kept going over conversations in your head, trying to figure out what was going on and blaming yourself for things that were never really your fault. Before everyone else, you put on a brave face and smiled like everything was fine. But when no one was looking, you broke down in tears. I want you to fully understand this. You have learned a lot from what you have done. There was no reason for your pain. It got you ready for the strength you're about to carry. Do you remember those nights when you were so tired, drained, and empty that it seemed like the only thing left to do was give up? You were by yourself in the dark, staring ahead. You said things in your head that you didn't think anyone would hear. I can't keep doing this, you said. I am done. I heard everything though. Even though you thought you were speaking into nothing, those desperate words reached the very center of my throne. Every single cry caught my attention. Even when you didn't feel like doing anything, and your pain was so great that you couldn't even speak without staring into space, I knew what was making you hurt. I knew the questions you were too tired to ask because they were deep inside you. You thought no one really saw you, but I saw everything. You thought the people had forgotten about you and left you behind. But I never took my eyes off of you. At certain times of the year, doors would close all at once in front of you. You were sure that certain chances would change your life forever. You prayed for, made sacrifices for, and worked hard towards opportunities that just slipped away from you. When you were sure they would say, yes, people you trusted said, noob. Yes. The plans you worked on for a long time fell apart right in front of you. Even though you were running hard, you felt like you were going backwards instead of forwards. You asked me with tears in your eyes why everyone else seemed to be moving forward. Your friends and family got married, promoted, bought homes, found happiness, and traveled freely, but you felt stuck in the same painful cycle. Please take a moment to breathe deeply. And let this truth sink into your heart, my child. Those delays were never turned down. I'll say it again so your spirit can fully understand. Those delays were never turns down. I wasn't hiding things from you to punish you for things you did wrong in the past. It wasn't because I didn't want to hurt you. I held them back to get you ready. Pay close attention. You would not have been mature, wise, or able to handle what was behind those doors if I had opened them before the right time. If I had given you what you asked for at that time, it would have been too heavy for you to handle. It wouldn't have turned into a blessing. The people you was dying to be with would have taken away what I put inside you. The job you was upset about losing would have taken away your peace and taken you away from the goal I set for you. I loved you too much to let you start something before the time was right. The way I time things is not meant to hurt you. I time things to protect you and get you ready for a bigger harvest. Also, I know how badly those betrayals hurt you. People who broke your trust didn't care that you did. You gave them your love, your loyalty, your time, and the things you had worked hard to get. And what they sent back were hurt feelings, lies, power plays, and painful silence. You said to yourself, if the people closest to me can betray me this easily, how can I ever trust anyone again? I saw how hard it was for you to let your heart open after that. Fear was trying to build walls around you to make you think that cutting everyone off was the only way to keep from getting hurt again. But pay close attention. Still, I worked even though I was in a lot of pain. Even though you were betrayed, I was still looking out for your future. Some people had to be taken out of your life. They were free to leave. I let them show what kind of person they really were. No matter how much it hurt your heart, because they would have hurt the great harvest if they had stayed in your future. I'm getting ready for you right now. They didn't mean to go where I'm taking you. Their thoughts, their resentment, their jealousy, and their narrow view of the world would have gotten in the way of the plan I have for your life. I know you couldn't understand it when you were sad that they were leaving and begged me to bring them back. But one day, you'll look back and be glad they left. It will finally make sense to you why it had to happen. You will learn that what seemed like rejection was really just me pointing you in a different direction. You also had many fights with doubt. You had doubts about your skills. You thought about your future. You wondered what your worth was and if there was something inside you that was broken or couldn't be loved. Yes, my child, there were times when you asked me questions, too. During your worst times, you looked up and asked, God, are you really there? Can I still pray to you? Have you forgotten about me? Have you forgotten where I am? Do you have a grudge against me from the past? Today, I want you to know that I never told you that asking those questions was wrong. I never turned away from you out of anger because you were having problems. I totally got your doubt because I could see how much you were carrying. I knew that the load you were carrying was too much for one person to handle. I was closer to you than you thought during those times of deep fear and uncertainty. I didn't let you fall apart completely. When stress made your heart feel like it couldn't go on, I kept it going. When life was putting too much stress on your mind and you thought it was going to break, I was the strength you couldn't see holding you together. I gave you enough manna for every day or supernatural strength to keep moving, breathing, and taking things one moment at a time. Even when you thought you couldn't go on, my beloved child, I also know the shame you kept to yourself. When you looked at your life, saw how it compared to other people's and thought, maybe I'm the problem. There's a chance that nothing works because of me. Maybe I'm just a failure. Maybe I'm cursed. I'm going to fight those lies right now. I make this promise over your life today through the power of my name. You're not a loser. We haven't forgotten about you. You are not left alone. You're not a mistake. You're not cursed. Every weight, every painful closed door, every broken relationship, and every lonely night full of tears were tools I had to use to make you the strong, caring, understanding, and tough person you are now. When you looked at yourself in the mirror, you saw weakness. But from my throne, I saw courage. You thought you were falling apart. But I saw that your spirit was becoming stronger. Every moment of your life was being watched by me. Even when you thought no one was there, do you remember when you went out and smiled at everyone? You were the strong one for your friends, the steady one for your family, and the reliable one at work. But as soon as you got home and shut the door behind you, you passed out from exhaustion. You had so many deep, heavy questions in your heart that it was hard to put them into words. Every morning after a night you thought you wouldn't make it, you opened your eyes. I picked you up again with my hand. Whenever you laughed after long periods of sadness and darkness, that was my joy coming back into your life, letting you know that winter doesn't last forever and spring always comes. You stayed at your post while others took a break. You kept looking for a light that wasn't there yet. During the storm, you stood still and wouldn't move. There is no longer any need to wait. Now is the time to start healing. Your hard work in the trenches is now the water that is getting the ground ready for what's to come. Each time you raised your shield, you made a life stronger that will soon help a lot of other people. I put together the broken pieces of your past to make a plow. It is now ready to turn the dirt into the place where your future wants to be. I'm now telling you to go ahead. Don't spend all your time worrying about what might happen. Give me some of what you have and plant a seed in my kingdom. Think of that seed as an arrow shot at the spirit of lack. Not just an idea. This is real. It means to take action and get back what was taken from you. You plant seeds in my kingdom when you give what you have. That action ends the siege that was on your family and home. Open your eyes. It's going to rain on your fields. The dry ground will catch it and your work will get harder than it was before. Every attack that tried to stop you will fail because I am watching over the harvest that is linked to your obedience. The work of clearing is done. The stronghold is set up and the gate is now open. Feel like you've already won the battle as you walk through it. Today is your day to win. Please listen to me, my child, and let this sink in. I was aware of everything you went through. Not the quiet times of hopelessness that made your heart hurt. Not the loud cries of pain, whether it was physical or emotional. Not the intense anger you felt when things in your life didn't seem fair. I lugged everything along with you. During the storm, I held your hand. Even when your spirit was too tired to feel my body, it was too hard for your legs to move when they were tired, hurt, or weak. When everything going on around you was too loud for you to hear me, I whispered eternal truth into your heart. Things got so bad for you that you thought you were forgotten, like a small part of the big story of the universe. But I've always had your name written in a deep way on the palms of my hands. You thought no one saw you, but I have always thought highly of you. Always being watched over and carefully protected by my angels. Take this truth in and let it settle deep inside you. You were never not seen. We will never forget you. You were never left behind. You've always had love. I was with you when the fire was going. I was with you when it was really stormy. I was with you when it was so quiet it was scary. And I heard every prayer you said. I caught every tear that came out of your eyes. I carefully heard every question that came from your heart. Thank you for being my beloved child. I have been walking with you the whole time, even when you couldn't see me. You have been waiting for a long time, which is a heavy load. It seems like the same painful story keeps telling itself to you over and over again. Disappointment after disappointment. It looked like your dreams were slowly going away. But you held on tight to them. I saw everything though. I knew everything. Also, I'm making everything right now. Right now, you will be rewarded for the pain you went through. It's through your tears that a great blessing that will last for generations is getting ready to rise and grow. The prayers you whispered in desperation are about to come back to you as proof that I will always be faithful. I never forgot about you. I didn't look away and I won't. Say this truth out loud more than any dark doubt that has ever crossed your mind. My beloved child, you were always seen. We will never forget you and my love was always with you. You are reading these words right now because of everything that has happened to you. Now, a new page is coming up. Things are going to change. You are about to see the reward for your faith that wouldn't give up your patience and your endurance. Sit up, quiet your mind, and pay close attention, my beloved child. I am entering this moment to speak something new over your life. You have been waiting for a long time, but now the time of waiting is over. You no longer have to deal with the heavy weight of delay and the never-ending cycle of not yet, maybe, later, and almost. You've been through hard years when nothing seemed to be changing. There were years when each step forward felt like it was in deep mud and got harder with each step. There were times when your hope was so low that you didn't know if your spirit could last another day. But right now, I say this with the power of heaven and earth in the same voice that made the world. That season is over. That part of the story is over. There is no more to say. That part of your life is no longer in the book. It is no longer time to wait. You are now in a time of fulfillment. I am the God who opens doors that can't be shut by anyone, anything, or anyone in power. That includes evil forces. I also want to tell you that I have opened a big door for you today. No one worked on making this door and no human system can open or close it. It can't be shut by anything in heaven or on earth. This door wasn't there by chance, good timing, or coincidence. It was done on purpose and by magic by my hand. Before you were even formed in your mother's womb, I put this door in the story of your life. Now the time has come, and I've opened it wide for you. That door that shut in your face and made you cry of rejection. That chance that slipped away just when it looked like it was within reach. That chance that was lost because of people being slow or dishonest. I am replacing it with a door of great favor that can't be taken away from you. You don't have to push it open. It's not necessary to work yourself to death to make it happen. You don't have to beg people to like you or give up your values to get in. I've already used my power to open it, and now I'm on the other side reaching out to you and inviting you to walk through it with courage and confidence. You're about to see victory, and it won't stay a secret. The people around you will not be able to say, "I'm not doing what I'm doing." Your wins were quiet for a long time. They took place inside you. You and I were the only ones who saw them. But now I'm going to talk about your victory. People who didn't believe you will see it. People who didn't believe in you, made fun of your prayers or thought your faith dumb will see it. People who thought you would never rise again will see proof that I have a hand in your life. They will just stand there and watch as I set the table for you in front of your enemies. I'm not just answering your prayers by giving you good things. As an example of what happens when one of my kids refuses to give up, I'm making your whole life public. Do you remember those times when you sat quietly and watched other people enjoy their victories, successes, and blessings while you quietly whispered to yourself, "Lord, when is my turn? When will I finally feel happy? When will I be able to breathe again?" This is the truth from heaven. My beloved child, it's your turn now. Now is your time. I've put a big door in front of you. Feel free to look around. Wonderful. It's strong. It's safe and strong. And the blessings that come through it like a river won't just be short-lived moments of happiness. They will make changes that will last for generations and affect your family. Breakthroughs are coming to you from heaven that your enemies will not be able to take away. I'm bringing back the years that seem to have been lost because of sadness, bad relationships, sickness, bad jobs, and bad decisions. I'm making more of something that seemed broken, worn out, and not enough before. And I'll do it in a way that is so unique that everyone who knows your story will know it was me who did it. Your qualifications were not enough to do it. It wasn't done by your connections. It wasn't done by your background. Your money did not help you do it. My favor made it happen. You've been waiting for a very long time, but now the wait is over. You put seeds in tough soil and watered them with tears and persistence. You are now about to gather a harvest with great happiness. You put up with the wilderness's silence. Right now you'll hear happy songs. You stayed loyal even though there were no outward signs that things were changing. Even though you were walking in the dark, you believed what I told you in the light because you have faith. I am about to give you proof that is so strong and clear that you will fall to your knees in thanksgiving and awe at how good I am. As I do this, not only will it bless you, but it will also shut down every lie that tried to take over your mind. The clear sign of my love in your life will shut down every voice that said you were forgotten. Every thought that said your best years were over, and every lie that said you missed your chance. I want you to go forward, my beloved child. Do not stand here looking at this doorway with doubt. Do not let the comfort of old pain keep you from following the path I have planned for you. Don't let fear stop you now. Do not destroy what I'm making because you think you are not good enough. You have been carefully getting ready for this. You have become better through hard times for this season. You are stronger now that you've been through hard times, so you can handle the responsibility that comes with this new door. Don't worry about being late. What I can do is not limited by your age, your schedule, or the mistakes you've made in the past. I can finish in one day what would normally take many years when I decide the time is right. And you're not good enough. It's not a trap. This test is not meant for you to fail. It's a gift from my heart to you. The things you prayed for, the things you told me in private and the promises you kept even though everything around you said give up. They are starting to take shape right now in front of your eyes. For those of you who want to move on and let go of the weight of the past, say out loud, it's a statement of agreement with this new season to say, I choose faith over fear. Let me say it again so that your mind and heart fully understand and believe it. It is no longer time to wait. I'm bringing lots of fruit to places that looked dead and empty before. I'm shedding light on places where there was darkness before. I am putting loads of blessings in your heart, your home, and your provision to fill up the gaps. Now is the time to turn. Now is the point in your story where things start to go in a better direction. From now on, your story will no longer be about waiting, but about getting what you want. Have a party, my beloved child. Raise your head. Stand up straight. Put your shoulders back. Stop crying. You can walk with confidence because you know who your dad is. I have opened a door that can't be shut. And I have spoken victory over your whole life. People will see it. It's going to be clear and stay that way. You have finally reached the season you prayed for after a lot of hard work, sacrifice, and tears. And the dark forces, people and mistakes you've made in the past can't stop what I'm about to do. Now that the new season has begun, my beloved child, I want you to open your spiritual eyes and see the rewards I have planned for you. The sleepless nights, the prayers you said by yourself, the mental battles you couldn't see, your patience, and your refusal to give up. I promise that none of it went to waste. This great release came about because of all the hard times. I am the Lord your God, the one who made heaven and earth. I am now sending you specific powerful blessings that will affect every part of your life. This blessing is a big present. They won't work in the short term. They are not short-term feelings that go away when things go wrong or when new problems come up. They last a long time. They're easy to find. All of them are done. To begin, I offer you peace. Not the weak and short-lived peace that the world offers, which goes away as soon as trouble comes along. I'm giving you my peace. A peace that comes from beyond our understanding. A peace that the world can't give. And because of that, peace that can't be taken away by the world, the economy, or your enemies. You'll feel calmer after this deep peace. It will stop the noise in your mind that is made up of fear, anxiety, and panic. There were many nights when you couldn't sleep and stayed awake. Your mind kept going over and over the worst-case scenarios until you felt completely overwhelmed. You were worried about tomorrow and the next problem. Now though, my peace will wrap around you like a warm blanket and let you rest again. You will be able to sleep again like a strong shield. It will keep your mind safe. Where doubt and confusion used to rule your mind, divine clarity will show you the way. Fear used to speak to your heart, but now courage will rise up inside you. Your life will be built on my peace, and no matter what storms happen around you, you will stay steady. Second, I am giving you provision that you can't deny. My plenty is taking the place of the times when you struggled to pay your bills and wondered if there would ever be enough. Those were the days when every penny mattered and every purchase felt heavy. When my people were in the wilderness, I gave them manna, and I will do the same for you now. I made 5 loaves and 2 fish into enough food for a lot of people. And I will do the same with the things you have in your hands right now. Don't be afraid of not having enough anymore. Get rid of the idea that you are poor in your mind, because I am Jehovah Jireh, your faithful provider. Due to my wealth and glory, I will meet all of your needs, and I will surprise you with blessings that are not what you expected. Provision will come in the form of open doors, favors, unexpected chances, debt relief, pay raises, and blessings that make it clear that I am working in your life. Third, your home is going to get fixed up. I will bring back what you lost because of hardship, what the enemy stole, what other people did that hurt you, and what you gave up because you didn't know your worth yet. I will bring happiness back to places where sadness tried to stay. I will heal relationships that you thought could never be healed, and fix relationships that you thought were broken beyond repair. I will bring back the passion, energy, and strength that were taken away by stress, pain, and trauma in your spirit. Pay close attention. There is nothing in your life that I can't fix. There is no situation that can't be fixed. You were sad for years because you thought they were wasted on bad decisions, bad people, or bad paths. But they were not wasted. I am the Lord of time, and I will make those years right again. Soon, you'll be able to see that even the hardest times were meant to prepare you for a bigger purpose and a bigger glory that needed that journey. Fourth, you'll be able to stay healed all the time. Your body needs healing, your mind needs healing, and your heart needs healing. Every childhood scar, every painful wound that still hurts, and every memory that makes you cry and hurts your heart, I am now putting my healing hand on them. I am the great healer who can put people back together again after they've been hurt. I will give you strength back where sickness, pain, and tiredness tried to take it away. Anxiety, panic, and depression tried to take away your happiness and make you give up. But I will bring you lasting peace. I will help you get back up where grief tried to hold you down and pull you down. You will be healed in every part of your life like a strong river. You will be able to walk more freely, rest more deeply, breathe more easily, and live longer than before. If you feel this way, if you're ready to let go of the weight of the past, then you can move into the blessing that has been planned for your future. Put a big amen below so that everyone can see it. Putting your foot down for this new season. If these words have helped you feel better today, please share this message with someone who may be going through a hard time and not talking about it. Today, be a source of hope for them and watch as blessings keep coming your way. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our co-community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Thanks for coming to your new season. Have a great day. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart. And as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens.